guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Taylor here. If you are new to my channel, then please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like this video. And if you are returning, then welcome back. After you guys really responded well to the what guys really think video, I decided let's do a part 2. So this time it's what girls really think. So I got some of my girls together and I asked them some questions on what guys want to know. Now, if there's one thing you know about us girls, it's when we're asked a question, we're gonna answer it to the fullest. So get ready for this video. We're gonna jump in right now. Okay, so the first question went out to my girl Brooke, and her question was, why do girls wear a lot of makeup? Now, we got asked this question by some of the boys who maybe feel like girls are going a bit over the top with their makeup at the moment. Maybe they're feeling it's a bit caked on. So Brooke's gonna break it down for us. Let's have a listen.
So I'm probably the worst person to ask about things like this because I don't remember what my face looks like without an Instagram filter, but I personally like to wear makeup because it just feels nice to put a bit of effort into my appearance and just take cute pics, and it's just a nice change because I don't wear it every day and most of the time I actually look like ass.
It's too much. Excuse me, it's too much.
But I think a lot of girls just like the extra bit of confidence. Like, everyone knows what it's like when you've got like a fat spot and you just think that everyone's looking at it. Like, if people have an issue with it, like how much makeup you wear, then just send them a picture of their older sister's Facebook profile from 2010 because no one was barefaced in that. So moral of the story, just do whatever you want and don't listen to haters or boys because they'll still ghost you even if you look paying, so it doesn't matter, does it?
OMG, that killed me at the end. She said, moral of the story, don't listen to the haters, don't listen to the boys because they're gonna ghost you whether you look paying or not. What is going on? But I love the points that she was making. You know, wearing makeup is just a form of feeling secure with yourself and making yourself feel pretty. Like, I know it's like when you put on a nice outfit or you feel like your hair's laid or you feel like your makeup looks good and you want to take photos and you want to take videos and like capture that moment where you feel really confident in yourself. And I think that's all it is. I think it's down to confidence. And if you are a girl who likes putting on a lot of makeup, wear your makeup. If you are a girl that doesn't like wearing makeup, don't wear your makeup. And obviously everything is all a phase and it's all part of a trend. So thin eyebrows used to be in and they're not in now. So it's all part of a phase. And you know, if you have a girlfriend who wears a lot of makeup and maybe you feel like you want her to cut back, she might cut back in a couple of years' time. You never know. Okay, so the next question I have is for my girl Izzy, and she had, when checking for a guy, what are you looking for? So she's got the flip side, which we've already had this question from the boys. So let's see what she says.
Okay, so personality wise, I would probably be looking for someone who is ambitious, someone who's respectful of me, someone who puts in the effort. You know, you're not just dating me, but you've got to make effort with my family, etc. Someone who makes me laugh. And looks wise, I don't know, I don't really have a type. I guess if we vibe, then we vibe.
I love that. I guess if we vibe, we vibe. I love that. So again, when we had the question with the boys, Mikkel gave his answer and we kind of jumped straight in on the look, and he did say a lot of guys are gonna lie and start talking about personality. And I even said to you guys, if this was from a girl's point of view, she's gonna talk about personality, and Izzy did exactly just that. So we can already see the answers in the anatomy. She said that she's looking for somebody who's funny, who she can have a good time with, and of course one of our most important points, which we did cover in the boys video as well, you're not just dating me, you have to make an effort with my family as well. Okay, so the next question went to my girl Devonte, and her question was, what's an ideal date in your eyes? Because a lot of girls have their ideal dates in their mind, so let's get into it. What is her ideas?
What's an ideal date in my eyes? Okay, before I get to this, guys, please go like, follow, subscribe onto Taylor social medias and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know the vibes. My ideal date would be, I don't know, I like dressing up personally. It's not really important and stuff, but it's nice to feel nice and your partner or your date to dress up like, I don't know, it just makes you feel good in yourself, and it must make them feel good in themselves. I would love to go out, if we wasn't on quarantine, you know, the vibes. I would love to go out to eat, try some different foods, even like, it doesn't even have to be like a restaurant dinner. We could be strolling through, I don't know, central London and find somewhere like spontaneous. As long as the vibe is there, I don't really care, to be honest. As long as we ain't in the ghetto, I don't know, chilling on the block.
Ah, the ghetto! The ghetto!
Then I don't mind. You know the vibes.
I love her answer there. So she has kind of got one of those, she love it if she could dress up. Of course, dressing up is not an important factor, but you know, dressing up to feel nice. And she said, you know, food. Now, I'm that kind of girl as well. If it involves food, I'm down. But the key thing there that I really think is quite important is that she said about it being spontaneous. And I think that kind of comes from the fact of probably all girls deep down want a guy to ask them out on a date. But ask them out on a date and then plan the date yourself. If she maybe says, I like food and I like dressing up, then use your creativity and start thinking, okay, what could we do? And of course, she's already given some ideas there. So, you know. Okay, so the next question went out to my girl Jade, and her question was, do you think the man should be the breadwinner? Let's get into it. Let's see what she says.
So, do I think the man should be the breadwinner? Absolutely not. Because in this generation now, a lot of, I'm going to call them boys, because they're obviously not men. A lot of boys in our generation have got a flipping humongous ego.
I got a big ego, ha ha ha, oh, such a big ego,
And I feel like them being the breadwinner on top of their massive ego is just gonna cause a whole lot of problems. And plus, as well, I feel like a lot of women nowadays are all about like women empowerment and go out and get your money, girl. Go out and make your money. Because the day that your man turns around and says, I've been fucking Karen from up the street, I'm so sorry, but the relationship's done. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if you don't work and he's just the one bringing in monies? Or if you do work but you've decided to just work part-time because he's actually making so much money that you don't need to work that much? No, just do your own thing. Make your own money, start your own business, do whatever you want to do, and make sure you make enough money for yourself. And also keep your own savings. So have your own savings that your man doesn't know about, just in case, you know, the just in case savings,
not the just in case.
So yeah, I don't think a man should be the breadwinner. I think a woman can be the breadwinner 110%. What if you meet a man and you're a lawyer, for example, and he just works for an admin company? You're going to be making more money than him. If he makes that a problem, then he's not the man for you. So women can be the breadwinner, men can be the breadwinner. I don't see there being an issue either way. Men always feel like now, oh, I need to make more money than my woman. Why?
Why?
What, just because your head's massive and you want it to play on your ego? No. You don't need to earn nothing, bro. The woman can be the rich bitch.
I am very rich, bitch.
So yeah, breadwinner. No.
I actually really love that. Trust Jade to break it down for us. We're coming into this idea again about how society kind of thinks that we should be built and how things should be, but of course, chase the bag. Okay, so my next question went out to my girl Karis, and this has been one of the biggest topics I think in the past year that's been going all over social media, and that is OnlyFans. So she is gonna talk to us about her opinions on OnlyFans.
My opinion on OnlyFans is I'm all for it. Just I don't agree when girls expect every guy to accept it.
She kept it short and sweet for us there, and I completely agree with her. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. But if you are in a relationship or you are talking to somebody else and you are maybe a girl that does OnlyFans, do not feel that because you are so willing to accept OnlyFans that your partner might be the same. I think there are a lot of boys who would maybe feel like if some girls want to do OnlyFans, that's absolutely fine, but she wouldn't be my girl. girlfriend. I think it's the same way with porn, to be honest with you. A lot of guys would happily sit and watch porn, but is their girlfriend gonna be a porn star? Probably not. So I agree with her points, and she wrapped it up nicely. Okay, so the next question has been asked to a lot of people in the last few months, and it's kind of been swirling around social media, and that question is, what are your icks? So I asked this question to my girl Kyra, and she's gonna break it down.
When a guy approaches you in your DMs and they're like, "Your babes, what's your snack?" or like just something cringy like that, like they don't even say hello, that's a massive ick for me. As soon as I see that, I don't even want to open up the message. And then another would be when somebody just doesn't have any ambition, because obviously like I know what I want to do within life, and I don't hope that they would know what they want to do as well, or trying to pursue it. Like if you're just sitting there doing nothing, and then why am I supporting you when you're not doing anything, you're not trying to even achieve anything? Not many guys do this, but I've had somebody where they do this. Like, you know how us girls we talk in like American accents sometimes, and like we go girl, stuff like that. If you're a guy, don't ever do that. Do not ever do that. I've had somebody do that before, and it's so cringy to the point where that one thing made me not even like him anymore. Like, you expect me to be me, just be yourself. Like, don't try and impress me.
So those are her answers, and if you're ever gonna try to hit Kyra up, keep that in note. Keep all of that in notes. Now the next question went to my girl Chloe, and her question was, do you believe in love languages? We have a few different types of love languages. We have words of affirmation, gifts, acts of service. So there are lots of different types of love, and there may be one that applies to you. So let's get into her response.
Yes, I believe in love languages. I feel like it's really important in a relationship, like just to show that you care, and just to show to the other person you care. I feel like in particular, boys, when they're in a relationship, they think, yeah, I've got a girl, and then just stop trying, or they just don't put in the effort. Like, I feel like it's really important just to show that you care, like. Just little things like just taking that person out, treating that person to dinner, or even just buying them gifts, or even just giving them affection, just showing that you're thinking about them. This is vice versa for boys and girls. But yeah, I do believe in love languages.
I absolutely agree with her answer there, and of course, even though we are asking these questions to the girls, it is both ways for girls and boys. It's really important that once you are in a relationship, that effort keeps going. And I think sometimes people hear the word effort and they think, oh no, effort means that every day I'm gonna have to feel like I'm grinding to still pull this person. And no, it's not gonna be like the 95% of effort that you were putting in at the start before you guys were together. It's all different types of love languages, and I think finding out what yours is and what you like to receive, and then finding out what your partner likes to receive, it will make your bond a lot stronger. But if you don't believe in love languages, then hell, carry on with whatever the hell you're doing. Okay, so the next question went out to my girl Lydia, and her question is another one that I feel like has kind of swirled around society at the moment, kind of swirled around people our age. And again, a lot of these questions are based on sort of personal preferences, which is why all of the girls get different questions. But her question is oral sex mandatory both ways? Okay, so let's get into her answer.
I used to think it wasn't, and then as I've grown older, it definitely is. Like, my cooch needs to be shown attention.
You naughty, naughty. You teasing me, you naughty, naughty.
And like, I feel like both ways, it just makes the sex in a whole better, because you've both been pleased, so then both active, if you get what I'm saying.
I love that. And then you're both active. Yes. So her answer is, she says that when she was a bit younger, she kind of felt like it wasn't necessary to have it both ways, but as she's gotten older, she feels like actually it definitely is. And again, these things are all down to personal preference, and again, you cannot force people to do anything. So if it is something that they do not like to do, or they maybe do not like to receive it, then that is a conversation you guys need to have. And you know, it shouldn't hopefully make things you know, a decision on whether you guys are going to be together or you're not. But I also know that this generation be freaky as hell. Okay, so the next question went out to my girlfriend G, and her question was, what are your trigger words? Now, when we talk about trigger words, we're talking about words that you don't fuck with your boyfriend calling you. You know, I feel like sometimes we don't really talk about this, but I definitely feel like there are certain boundaries that people put into place. And let's give in to her answer.
Like, it depends, like if you're arguing or bantering, but I don't really have any trigger words. I feel like if my man called me something like I wasn't, like, say he was calling me like disloyal or like a slag or anything, if he called me a slag, I would be fucking livid.
I am fucking fuming! Mega fucking fuming!
But if he called me something I wasn't, then I would be angry, but I don't think there is many like trigger words, if that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So she says that she doesn't really have many trigger words. Now, G is one of my fiery babes. Even though she says she doesn't have any trigger words, she does say if she was to be called things that she outrightly isn't, then it's probably going to tip her the wrong way. Okay, so the next question now is for my girl Justice. Now, her question was, would you pay on the first date? This is kind of similar to the question we asked Jack in the previous video about if he would pay on the first date, or do we kind of expect guys to pay on the first date? So let's get into this answer.
Would I pay on the first date? I don't know, you know, right, actually, if I'm pushing for the date to happen, so like I'm asking him, then I'll make sure I have money with me, do you get me? I think I'll generally pay for it if I'm asking him. But if he's asking me, I'm gonna bring cash. If it makes him feel more manly, then I'll let him pay. But I will try and pay him back or something, innit? But if he doesn't want me to pay, then, you know, I'm not gonna pay. I would personally pay if I'm pushing for it. But if I'm not, then I'd bring cash just in case, just to go half so it's fair.
I totally love her answer that she gave there. She gave us a proper grown woman answer. If I'm asking him out on the date, of course I'm gonna pay. And if he's asked me out on the date, then I'm gonna bring money just to make sure, and we wanna avoid an embarrassing situation. But you know, if he wants to pay, he wants to pay, and whatever way is going to be perfectly fine with her. Okay, so the next question that got asked is to my girl Amia, and this is quite a controversial question, especially for the guys to listen to, but we're going to get into this. So her question is, do you think it's okay for girls to fake it during sex? Let's get into this.
Any girl that says that she has not faked it is lying. She's capping. Don't ever believe a female that says she has not faked it, because she definitely has. I think it's okay to an extent, because what are you supposed to do in that situation? Like, say you're not enjoying it and it's fucking shit. Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? You can't just say, do you know what, mate? I've enough now. Like, do you know? Oh, I don't know. It's a bit of a sticky one. I think I'd fake it just so that I don't like awkward situations. So I think it's alright for girls to fake it, yeah. But to an extent, if you get what I mean. Yeah, to an extent. Like, same way guys fake it, like, it's just one of them things.
I definitely agree with her there. There is not one girl I know that can say they have never faked it. You've definitely done it at least once in your life. And I do agree with her. It's to a certain extent. If you are having sex with somebody over and over again and you never actually reached that moment, then I wouldn't really understand why you were still having sex with them. So it is like to a certain extent, because it's one of those like little white lies, but if you keep it going, it's like, it's not really fair to the other person. And you're supposed to be having sex because you enjoy it. So okay, so the last question was a joint question, and you cannot be a group question. So this is one of the funniest questions, and I got the best responses from these girls. So we're going to try and tally it up. And the question was, does size matter? So let's get into these answers.
I don't think it's whether it matters. I think it can be like an added bonus. Definitely doesn't matter. I think having chemistry or like a connection and respect for each other are more important and more of like a turn on, because like otherwise it's just dead, isn't it? Be safe, kids.
I mean, you wouldn't want it to be like small, like if you can't feel it. But I guess like if you have a connection, like, does it matter? Like if the sex is good, whether the dick is big or not, it doesn't matter if you're, I don't know. But then if you're just sleeping with the guy one night, then yeah, it probably would matter. But if you're not and you're actually looking for something, I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that question.
Does size matter? Hell no. Sorry, I didn't even know why I was sitting there thinking about that. Size does not matter. I feel like the vibe, the connection. Obviously, you need to be physically attracted to your partner. So that's what I said. Everybody has their own preference. But I feel like the vibe and the energy you give off each other and bounce off each other is the main thing. You can't define size or looks or height or anything or colour.
I don't actually think size matters. I feel like if a boy knows how to work it and a boy knows how to do his thing, then I don't actually think size matters. Like, if a boy knows how to actually wind up his waist and do his thing, then I feel like it doesn't matter. But if it's below, like, 5.5 or 6 inches, then yeah, size is a problem. Size is a problem.
Oh god, the boy's gonna get their rulers out. Oh gosh.
I mean, I think it does, because I feel like if it's too small, whatever they do, I just feel like you won't feel it, and that is a problem. But as long as they do know how to work it, then yeah, that makes it better. But I just feel like it does have to be a good length to even feel it, to get that feeling.
But size doesn't matter, especially if you're getting in a relationship with someone or you really like them. I feel like you look past that, do you know what I mean? You look at what else they offer you. If they pulled out like a micro penis, then I think you'd be like, yep, you gotta go. But I've been blessed with the best, so I ain't gotta worry about all that.
Okay.
When I think of size, I think of length. That I don't really care about, but it's about the thickness, because I don't want some pencil dick. It's not even about the length, it's about the thickness, because you want to be able to actually feel it.
I do. Yeah, I do think size matters, because, yeah, you want to be able to feel it, don't you? Some guys are big for nothing, and then some guys are not as big but can do the damn thing, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. But I do think, size does matter. It does have size has a part to play. I'll be honest.
Clearly you like them for a reason, so like...
Boy. I don't know where to start. I don't think size matters, really. Okay, understandably, if your dick is the size of a pencil, long and thin, yeah, it's just not it. You know, if it's a little bit weighty and it's a mid-size length, you know, not too big, not too small, then you can work with that. It's how you bend me up and do all of these things. That's what really matters. Size doesn't really matter. But I mean, obviously, yeah, if you've got no penis, then I'm so sorry, bro, but it matters. If your dick is the size of like I just said, a pencil, it's not going to feel nice. You need some girth. You need some weightiness on that. But I feel like it is just literally how you use it. It's how you throw me down. It's how you're spinning me around and doing helicopters and shit like this. That's what matters. It's all in the strokes, I think. It's all about the strokes. You just got to get yourself a Caribbean man. The one that can wind up their waist. You'll soon know if size matters or not. Let me tell you. This is how I got pregnant. Okay, guys? Kids don't have sex, because you'll end up in my sitch. But yes, I do think size matters, because nobody wants a man with a chode, yeah? Because what are you doing with that? Where are you putting that? Because you're not putting it nowhere near me. But then again, at the same time, if it's very, very skinny, where are you putting that again? Like, where are you going with that? Because absolutely no chance. No, a good length and a good thickness. And before I start chatting so much more shit, I'm just going to end it right there. Yeah.
And that concludes our video today. My girls have had me in tears laughing at some of their answers. And if any of those questions were on your mind, then I hope my girls answered it for you. Please make sure to click that subscribe button. All of their socials will be in the description box below. Thank you so much to my girls for taking part. And we are definitely going to have to do this once these lockdown eases. We're going to have to do this in person and get some debates going. Thank you guys once again so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.